I'll be calling you a radical. Hope you can see it. There's a rainbow shear to the over Monterey Bay. She's on one again. So I know I put up a tremendous amount of content. When I get home, I'll package it all and put some books in on some playlists. I've been sick, so I got to tell you the story. So I'm staying here down here at Lover's Point on the little cute hotel. I got some severe pain going in the back of my head. I think it's just a nerve, whatever. So I'm like, God, I don't even have any aspirin or anything. You know, I have to be careful what I take because I'm on a statin. My blood pressure pill. I don't heart surgery, so I walk up the hill last night. And any of you know what that walk is? Because there's only 124/7 in Pacific Grove, and that's a Safeway up there. It's easy, 2 miles straight uphill. So it's about 11:30 at night. I get up there and I see right in a person's yard, you know, I'm just walking sidewalk and it's a deer. She comes right up to me. And a buck comes up to me. So then I walk out of that, 3 deer come and they come right up to me. I mean, I got a video, it's dark, but you can kind of see her, but she comes up and she nudges me with her nose. I'm like, what did she tell? I mean, she touches me. You know, and that's what the animals do with me, they know. So I made it up there, got some baby aspirin, headed back down, and then I get right up a little bit right there on the corner in the intersection. The biggest deer I've ever seen in California. You know, they're not the big mules in like Utah, they're gigantic. This thing had a rack like I've never seen. It's the tallest, biggest horns I ever saw in my life in California. I mean, this beast, he right from here to that thing, just staring at me, toe to toe, and I'm like, what's he trying to tell me? You know, he's smelling me. You know, they're not afraid of me. Animals aren't afraid of me. Animals like me because they know I'm a protector of them. And so, there's an otter. Is that an otter? Yep, there's an otter. Pretty sure. I saw Seal yesterday, first one, but the whole peninsula, I've got gods and gods of great videos. So I walked all the way from up at the top, back even over to Spanish Bay, Asilomar. I walked the entire thing at low tide, all the way to the tree at the old mission, San Carlos, all the way. And God, you should have seen her this morning at high tide. But there's no, and it was very super low tide, super low. Of course I couldn't get down in her, but I did. You saw that video over there, but it got so crystal clear and such good vista all the way. I videoed all the way up, all of it. I mean, the best look I've had between Lover's Point and them scumbags, Hopkins Stanford dirt bags who should be all put in prison. Nothing. Not once. I mean, I found some crabs. I found some hermit crabs. No, not one single starfish. Very little seagrass. I mean, really sad, horrific, actually. Nothing. So that's, you know, my conclusion. I've worked this whole peninsula. You've seen how hard I've worked last year. No wonder I don't feel good. Fuck. Try to relax today so I can get a flight out of here. I don't know. I was going to stay right till Christmas Eve, but I don't know. We'll see. I can get out tomorrow or the next day or whatever. You know. But what a journey. Sad. There's a mental illness on this peninsula. There's a mental illness in America. There's a mental illness in California. There's a mental illness on this whole, the Fukushima denial, the dead starfish denial in California is beyond sad. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So I'm standing right there yesterday and she's like, I hope I see her this morning. Oh, your name's Kevin. My ex-husband's named Kevin. He committed suicide. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. He did it on his own. Look at that thing wash. Oh, look at that. Wow. And so, oh no, they're right there over on the pillars over there. Blah, 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 blah. I said, you sure? I fell for it again. Now, this has happened to me in 7 years. Dozens and dozens. People I trust, people I believe that are here. So my conclusion, there's some kind of mental illness going on here. There's a mental illness going on here. You think she's raging this morning? So, it's a serious mental illness in America. You know, I talked to an older woman over there. We were talking leukemia. She said her son had a bone marrow transplant years ago, blah, blah. I don't think people know, you know, I had multiple myeloma. You know, AML, de novo. The worst of the worst. Death sentence from hell. You don't think I'm a little paranoid? You don't think? Please. So, I mean, remember, I'm dancing through these tide pools up and down the coast of California with a failed aortic valve, and nobody will touch me. They won't operate on me. They won't fix me. You know? I'm going to relax today. Try to hang in there. So, by the way, I got to say that Pacific Grove Library is such a beautiful gem. The little museum in there. Talk about a beautiful gem. You know? I meet so many people here, you know, that I've talked to a lot of people over the years, over the past, who I've gotten to know that are, I mean, it's amazing. Oh, I'm 94, Kevin. God, you're 94 now? You know, married. What's your name up there, 88? Kevin. I didn't read The Grapes of Wrath. I read it. Or I lived it. You know, what's happening? The stories on this peninsula, but they all agree with me now. The people that are in the know, they're like, you're right. They're gone. This country's in denial. There's a mental illness on this peninsula. There's a serious mental illness in this country. And I want to say this too. These assholes say, oh, all over CNBC, the guy who set the price target at 666, Angie, I set that. I mean, it's amazing the plagiarism that goes on to me. It's sad what, I mean, well, I'm in Kansas, I mean, you know, it's like the San Francisco professor of literature met me out at Livermore when I protested a few years ago. Kevin, I make my students watch your videos. She says, I'll tell you why. I said, I already know why. She says, why? She says, because literature lacks one thing, and you put that out there. And I says, what's that? And I says, I already know what you're going to say. She says, what? And I says, intimacy. How did you know? And I mean, I had a girl one time that I know that I grew up here with in California. She's like, Kevin, you know, that I used to date and hang around with when I was young. God, you're so intimate. I says, oh, intimate like you? Let's see, you were naked in Playboy, completely naked, and you're calling me intimate? How about Kerouac, when he got raped on the ship? That intimate? Please, please. Boy, she's been on one this week. So that's my conclusion. Not one single starfish, and I worked the whole thing. You saw, I mean, you'll see. I have lots of them. I have hundreds of videos. I'll get them all up. I'm going to put them all up. I have hundreds of videos. I'm putting them all up, and yeah, it's done right here yesterday. Oh no, they're at the strip clean barren. There's not a starfish. You know, people say, oh, I saw one under. They're liars. They're all liars. You know what I think it is? It's this posturing. I mean, that's what America is, right? Servers can't serve shit. They're all trying to be somebody. They're not. And so I guess they're trying to impress people. Oh, yeah, I kayak. Yeah, I surf. Yeah, I dive. I'm out there. Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, I think that's what it is. That's the only conclusion I can come up with. Because I fall for this all the time. I talked to this real beautiful girl that I know from here. I haven't seen her for years last night. When I was walking around her, I'm like, oh. She's on. I said, you still living in Big Sur? Yeah. No, I moved back. And she's like, I'm like, well, can you tell me this? She said, oh no, I talked to a starfish. Oh no, there's plenty of them out there. And I just, no, there's not. No, there's not. I've done lots of work all over out there. That's what people don't get. I've worked this entire thing, this whole peninsula, like no other. The whole ocean like no other. California-wise, nobody's worked it like me. Nobody. And you know, it's just like Ricketts. You know, it's like, we're the real marine biologists. We're Stanford fuck Hopkins. By the way, so you know, look at that seal floating in there. See him? See him? He's floating in the middle of the sea. See him? That's a seal. He's fishing. This waves are flying. That's a John Hopkins 1% survival bracelet. I mean, see him? See the seal right there? See him? Zoom in on him. He's fishing. I saw a couple otters right here, but I mean, this is Monterey Bay. Why do you think I concentrate so hard on her? If Monterey Bay is wounded, what does it say about the rest of the ocean? I'm here to tell you, the Pacific Ocean's in peril. It's Fukushima. I can prove it's Fukushima. People still want to argue with me, and it's just all opinion. Mine's not opinion. My dissertation was going to dump Fukushima into the Pacific Ocean. They're going to break the luminescence. It's going to create a new vapor. It's going to create a gas. It's going to create a sun. And it's going to break the chain. Then I did 7-8 years of field. It's going to give you cancer. I got cancer. I did all this work while full of leukemia. So, it's been a hell of a journey, right? Hell of a journey. People can dislike me. They can hate me because the truth's a motherfucker. Oh, you're too Freudy. You say fuck like... Oh, you mean like... Steinbeck? That kind of Freudian? Fucking panty painters. What a fucking marine biologist. Fucking worthless fucking panty painters. That's all they are. Fucking panty painters. What's that? Fucking on balcony on chemo. You don't turn your back on me, you softball fucking. Not me. I fight for her. She fights for me. I'd take it easy today if I feel better. It's been hard. It's a lot of work, but think about it. I want you to really think about this. If Kevin Blanch wouldn't have done this work, it wouldn't have got done. Oh, she's been so beautiful. I've never seen her so beautiful in my life as she's been this week. Seriously. She's mad. She's pissed. You know, and, oh God, look at that. Oh, look at that. I've never seen her so beautiful in my life. And she'll go from high tide to low tide so quick that this, you know, this flow that's been moving in has been epic. Something. Take your breath away. Thrilled that I've got to see her like this. Thrilled that I got to see her like this. She's pissed off. You apathetic fuckers, fuck you. Marine biologist, a science professor all day should be fucking rounded up, put in a fucking, I don't know. I've been in prison. Well, the cancer prison, the bone marrow transplant when I was in there. Like I said, this is like being in prison on death row for a crime you didn't commit, but the food's got to be better in prison. I mean, what you've done to her, God, she is something this morning. Look at this rolling. Watch this, watch this, watch this. There she goes. God, is she on one? Is she on one? She'll heal me again. Like I said, I'm sick. I don't feel good at all. We'll see how I feel today. Worst case scenario, I'll go to the hospital here. Call the doctor here in just a few minutes. It's early. There we go. There's some ghost surfers, Fukushima ghost surfers riding into Monterey Bay. So the big buck, big buck. I mean, right on the sidewalk, right in there. And I looked at the clock, and my big number is 12-12, if you don't know, and I'll tell you why it's 12-12. You know, 11-11-11, 3 11s, because that's the year that I was saved from cancer. It was 12, so my favorite number is 12-12. I looked up at the clock. Monterey's walking down there, after walking down the hill from the store. I looked up the clock, it was 12-12. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. I slept in the same place you did. I slept in the dead fucking pines, where the nuclear industry made a fucking sun. 3 suns. I slept in the dead pines with the 3 suns from Fukushima, Japan. Oh, look at this. It always shines. Hang in there, watch this. Look at these go. Look at these go. Look at these go. Look at that wave. Oh my. Boom. Mermaid showers and paper flowers. Monterey has a mental illness. They're in dead freaking tide pool, dead starfish. The whole country's in fucking has a mental illness. Fukushima denial, the greatest mental illness in human history. And it's a mental illness and it's very real. People go. One more for the road, brother. Here we go. There's a lot of cool stuff in this trip. I like this.